your violin? Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. Okay. Okay. Problem with this violin is that. Okay. First of all, I want to ask. You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. Okay. This is a very critical question. You love this violin?
The sound is not as I...
No. Well, I'm not talking about the sound. I say the violin itself. Do you love it? Do you have attachment for it? Sometimes. Okay. So it's not as strong as your boyfriend, huh? Okay. And second question. Expensive? No?
Is it healthy?
Normal. Okay. I'm sorry to say this. Okay. Please don't listen to me if you don't want to. Okay. But if I were you in your position, I will trade this violin to a violin shop and buy a new one. I will. And I think you can still sell this for some money. I don't know if Tia doing this, but in my shop in Japan, we take the old violin for a certain amount of money. So you can plus some money, you can buy one. Why? I tell you the reason. Okay, for this violin, if you don't change the neck, I mean, you have to take the neck off. Okay, the neck have to be taken off and reset the angle. So, if you love this violin very much, or if it's very expensive violin, it's worth doing it, because reset neck is very expensive work, very expensive. Okay, so only if you have received this violin from your grandfather or from your someone very important, then you cannot sell this violin. You have to stick with it. Then it's worth to change, to pay the money to repair this violin. Or you really love this violin very much, has a beautiful sound, you absolutely like it. Or it's an expensive violin and it's not easy to sell. Okay, then it's worth to change, because for this condition, it's very difficult to do adjustment. Okay, because the condition is not correct, and also it's not a professionally made bridge. The bridge is not very good, so you have to change the bridge. But if you change the bridge, it's better to have this in the correct position before you change the bridge, because you cannot put a bridge like a 34, 35 high. It's very too high, right? Then you have to change the bridge cut very low. So when you change a bridge, is also not cheap work. I don't know how much it costs here, but in Japan it costs more than $100 to change a bridge. Then if you do this, you have to change a bridge again. So to have this violin be fixed in a standard position and standard, I mean it will cost really some money to do it. And it's not guaranteed you can have the result which you would wish. So this is my advice. Or if I were you, if I'm in your position, I will talk to the shop and say how much you want to take this violin. And I will pay certain amount to buy a violin I really like. Okay, so this is if you meet a violin like this. If you have a violin like this, and for anyone in the world, if you happen to have a violin like this, it's not very expensive, and it's not that important to you. You don't have so much attachment, emotional to the violin, or purely as an instrument, purely as a weapon, as a equipment. I think it's better to change. To trade it in for certain amount of money and plus some money to buy a new one, which is in a good stand. Okay, in good what is it? state. Yeah, I just feel it's a big sound, a lot of sound, but I feel the sound is a little dry. The sound is a little shallow, don't have the depth, don't have the darkness. Okay, so because the bridge is a little too low because of the fingerboard, there isn't much we can do, but at least we can change a set of strings. I recommend Daniel warm strings. Daniel warm string is a string very equivalent to obligato strings. It's very similar to obligato strings, but our strings have a core sound inside, so that will bring the sound of this violin a little darker and warmer sound. So we'll try that. Now we change to Daniel warm strings. This is after the string.
I think the sound can more backward sounding.
Huh?
Sound.
Sound you want what?
I want
More open. Yes, okay. Because now it's much darker sound than before. Before was very open, but now it's much darker sound.
Yeah.
But your violin is already a very bright violin. That's why this string has brought you to the wrong sound. But if you want a brighter sound, I can do it now. Okay? Yes. Now it's much better, huh? Yes, okay. Yes, okay, good. So we'll move to next one. Do you want to do it? Your violin? Who? Okay, yes. Okay, now please play a little. Yes.
我很压力，很不自在。